Hallo ihr Lieben, hier bin ich in Palmelo, Brasilien und ich bin auf dem Weg zu Reginaldo, einem Medium, der Dr. Fritz inkorporiert und spirituelle Eingriffe am energetischen Körper vornimmt. Im letzten Jahr war ich das erste Mal bei ihm und er hat mir wirklich sehr geholfen. Und so war ich jetzt in diesem Frühjahr an 3 Wochenenden hintereinander bei ihm. Und er hat einen energetischen Eingriff bzw. 3 vorgenommen, Spiritual Surgeries. Ich hatte starke Schmerzen im oberen und unteren Rücken. Und Dr. Fritz hat mir Bad Energies, also schlechte Energien, aus 2 Stellen des Rückens entfernt und auch alte Traumablockaden herausgelöst. Seitdem geht es mir viel, viel besser. Was passiert denn hier genau? Den Samstag über, immer ab ca. 8 Uhr, werden spirituelle Eingriffe vorgenommen. Reginaldo und Dr. Fritz werden dabei von einem Team von Menschen unterstützt, die ebenfalls medial arbeiten und die Energien der Patienten klären, vor, während und nach der Behandlung. Nach der spirituellen Behandlung ist 3 Tage Retreat angesagt mit leichtem Essen, ohne Social Media und ohne Alkohol. Hier seht ihr das Gelände und hier arbeitet Reginaldo und jetzt möchte ich Reginaldo befragen. Great to be here, Reginaldo. My first question is, who are you? Where are you from and who is Dr. Fritz?
Hello everyone, welcome to our Dr. Fritz colony over here in Palmelo City, Brazil. Well, I started work with Dr. Fritz 25 years ago. As you guys can see the picture back there with the white cone on the top of his head. So I have been notified since I was 12 years old. I'm 49 now. With a message that place I start when I was a little boy. And the message there was for me getting ready and start to study about spirituality. And I'm really straight when we say work with the spirits. And they ask me every time, every day, to be a discipline on this kind of, let's say, vibration and connection. And special Dr. Fritz, he's really straight and serious when he works with a purified body and spiritual body. And from that, I went to a school of spirituality, let's say, to learn about mediumship and connection. From that time until today, we have been speaking each other about surgery, spiritual surgery. And he said the first time, we have a mission and there's no way we can stop to do that unless I decide not to do it. There was a decision. He really will respect that if I go a different way, but I decided to do it because I felt there was the right thing to do it. And when you receive a call from your soul, from the source, from God, Jesus, whatever name you want to call, it is a source of light. And they was so strong and big, I couldn't resist myself. And we started to work together. And on the first when he started, I have no place to work. And he said, it doesn't matter. We will work somehow. First you have to believe straight to the source. It's like intuition. Intuition never lies. Intuition comes straight from the source, straight to you. So, and I try to train myself with meditation. And not only him appear when we start to do meditation and work together. There's a different doctors and different nurses work with him 24 hours. And I started to discipline myself. And he came and said, in the future, pretty soon, we will open a place. And that place called Palmelo. And I said, but I don't have money to buy a colony or spot or acres to build a colony. He said, you know what, when you come on mission and when you believe, it is easy, those things coming out for you. Just believe it, and God, we will provide that, because it is a, let's say, a reason for you to came on this earth. It is to start that colony. And if you continue to do with discipline, we'll be there with you doing things you suppose everyone do on earth right now. And I was in, kind of, well, I have no money to buy that place. And then money came up, and I did. I just bought this little farm over here. Today we call Colony of Dr. Fritz. And they said we need to buy this colony, this little farm, because a lot of people will need the help in the future pretty soon. We need a place bigger than you have it now. I had a place before, but was that big and much. So, and then we got that spot over here, and people already start to come over here to ask for help, especially on the spiritual side. Some disease, the medicine, earth medicine, they not really helping, because most of those diseases come from the spiritual body, because our, let's say, biggest problems is from the spiritual body, not from the body earth. So he tried to treat people over here, cleaning up the second body and the third body, and then you have the better results on the earth body. But it's still a lot of problems coming up, because our feelings, our mind is still creating, and beliefs and blocks. That's why disease coming up. Or most of the people, they're not eating well, and we try to advise people when they ask, when they come over here to do a spiritual surgery. And Dr. Fritz, he's really good on that. He's a surgery. And I think he's one of the best ones. He don't like to say that. I'm saying because I see him when he do a surgery. He's really, really, really serious. You have been working with him for a long, long time. I didn't start 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But he's not worrying about much people, crown people on his place. He just want to work with discipline, and he really interested to see a patient getting better. And if you have patience, love, and commitment with yourself, you have to get inside. He always keeping saying that. You have to get inside and clean it up, our blocks, let's say our memories from the past, or from a karma you create with our own energy. So I think that's the moment to do that. Especially now, our energy from the planet is changing. The nature energy change. All you have outside, it is something we create before. That's why you have so many pain, so many people getting desperate to, have a new life. But we need to start inside. I respect him because his love is bigger than me. So he really, really do what is the best for him, and what is the best for the patients. And one thing he asks me every time he comes, I only need your high vibration, your discipline, and your faith. Without that, we can't work together. You have to have discipline. Someday we go, or you go a low vibration, I can't approach you because don't match. So you have to prepare yourself every single day to do that. Because when you work for the light, you can't have doubt or scare of things. You believe in light or you don't believe it. So that's every time when he comes, he asks for that. Prepare yourself. And he take over my mind and we do the surgery. But when he goes, I see him every time. So he's really, really straight on that. That's why you have to be vigilant with ourselves, watching our thoughts, feelings, and whatever he's saying, he created something. So we need to prepare every time, work with this kind of surgery, every time. It's like a path of life, you choose to do it. I think it is a good moment for the humanity to think about it. Work with love, unconditional love, and help people. You want to have only cure if you have good on your heart. He always saying that. But we're here to do it.